Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. I hope I'm audible, right? Let me confirm that again. Let me recheck. So hello, hello, hello. No. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. So, okay, guys, let me put this string into my story, right? So, Wait, guys, wait. Hello? Wait, guys, 2 minutes. Right? And let me recheck. So, hello, 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 hello. Right. Okay. So, wait. So, I am Shamanta Goisho and welcome to another live stream. Okay. And previously, I took several live streams, right? And previously, I talked about the Baripur rape and murder case. This time, I am going to explore a different topic, right? But it is a very major topic, which is education, right? And today, I will try to have a deeper understanding, and I will also try to push you to deeply understand the problems of Indian education, right? So, uh, problems of Indian educational system, right? So, right. So, guys, I had studied in schools, and I believe you all guys have studied in schools too, right? And today I will start with the main time. And the main time here, in my view, is 8, 9, 10. This classes are very important in a young individual's life. So class 8, right? And class 10. Okay, wait a minute. Uh, right. Hello, hello. Right. Okay. So, right. Where was I? Yes, class 8, 9, and 10. These the three classes are very important, right? So why not let's understand these three classes, okay? And initially, I wrote that many people, including me, had taken the science stream in class 11 and 12, right? So myself, I took the science stream in class 11, okay? I studied in a CBSE board and I took like a science stream, okay? And many young individuals who were beside me also took that science stream. But I also watched, okay? So I also watched many individuals, right? Who took that arts and science stream, okay? No, they took that arts and commerce stream, okay? So, right. So, so I took the science stream, right? But I also saw many people took arts stream and also many, not many, but quite a few took commerce stream. Now this is about class 11 and 12, right? So the thing is that the question comes is why majority took science stream and very few took arts and commerce. I was part of the majority, obviously, and I took the science stream. But many people were in the minority side and took the arts stream, and also many people took commerce stream, right? And where is the problem? The problem is that I took the science stream, but I saw people who took the arts or the commerce stream below as a below individual, meaning they were inferior to me and I was the superior one in terms of knowledge, in terms of intelligence, in terms of smartness, right? Maybe that was my view. And not only my view, many people's view. So let's try to look from that angle. So imagine I am a student, right? Right. Imagine I am a student who recently chose science stream and was attending the classes, attending the classes of my school, right? Right. Okay. Right. So let's imagine I am a student who recently chose science stream and was attending the classes of my school. The question is, what was my class? I was studying in class 11. Now, what is my journey before class 11? Right? Why did I make the decision to take science stream and not arts stream or commerce stream? A simple explanation is science stream can help me to get to the bigger colleges, okay? And bigger colleges, first, bigger colleges like II or AIMS, right? These are very top colleges of India, right? Now, uh, what is the main thing here? Okay, wait. So I was the student, and let's think from my parents' eyes. So I am the parent of this student. Let's say Sean, right? Sean is the student one here, right? Which is me right now. So let's imagine I am Sean Now let's imagine I am Shan's parent, okay? And I am Shan's parent and I want my son's future to be safe, to be secured, right? So what do I need to do? I have listened from many people, right, that if a person takes science stream, then they can get admission to engineering colleges, right? Private or government, they can get admitted to engineering colleges. And those engineering colleges are many, but the top engineering colleges are Indian Institute of Technology. This is a top level government college, engineering college in India. Now, science can also provide you, no, science stream, right? Not science subject. Right. So, science stream can also help you. Science stream can help you to admit yourself in medical colleges, right? Now, so coming back to the point, I was the parent of Shan, right? Who is a student. And I listened from many people, or maybe I have read somewhere that getting to an engineering college can help a young student to be a top level engineer in this country, right? And top level engineer means lots of money, lots of salary, right? So next point, lots of uh, getting into an engineering college can help Shan, okay, Shan to get a getting into an engineering college can help Shan to get a high paying job as an engineer, right? Right. Okay. So guys, comment down if you have anything to say? Okay. So, right, getting into an engineering college can help Shan to get a high paying job as an engineer. Right. So, let's come back to the parent point of view. So, parent of Shan, so many employees of big corporation getting lots of salaries, meaning lots of money, and they have their own home, they have their own houses, right? And they have uh, money and they are living their life comfortably in the parents' point of view, from the parents' point of view. So let's go deeper, right? In front of me, a young person, okay? And not young, but a person earning lots of money, working in a corporation and surviving and still going, right? So if that person can achieve that, why not my own Shan, right? What if my Shan, who is my son, can achieve this goal, which I believe he can do that? So now the question comes, how can I make Shan to be a engineer who can earn lots of money and can get stability in his life, and maybe after that he will also help me to survive, he will also help me to go on. So to be an engineer you need to go to an engineering college, and to go to an engineering college you need to have high level marks in science subjects. So the objective is parent one objective, right? So first one, uh, Shan must go to an engineering college. After that, get a job in a big corporation. Right. Okay. So, okay, wait. Right. Right. So let's continue, right? So Sean must go to an engineering college. After that, get a job in a big corporation, right? So that is the objective here, right? How to get to an engineering college? How to put him in an engineering college. So another objective, what if take science stream, then get necessary marks to get to an engineering engineering college, right? So objective two and here one, right? So what if take science? What if he takes here? So what if he takes science stream, then get necessary marks to engineer, get to an engineering college, right? So maybe that is why the parent of Shan, decided to put him to the science stream. That was whole objective and then the strategy. How to persuade Shan to get to an to take the science stream. To get to that question, I need to first now look from Shan's point of view. So let's imagine I am Shan, right? Why was my decision to go to take life science stream, right? Why was my decision to take that science stream? Why did I make the decision to go to take the science stream and not the arts or commerce stream? Why did I make this decision? So let's understand Shan deeply, right? Okay, so who is Shan? Who is Shan? Does he like science subjects? Does he like science subjects? Does he like arts or commerce subjects? Right. So, okay, let's summarize. Where did I start? How did I start? So, problems of Indian educational system. That was the initial objective. And then I needed to have a discussion on the problems a young student faces in class 8 class 9 and class 10. After class 10, class 11 and class 12. Okay. So class 11 and class 12, you need to pick streams. There are three streams: science, commerce, arts. Science, arts, commerce. Three streams in these two classes. Science stream consists of science subjects particularly. I repeat, science stream consists of science subjects particularly, right? Arts consists of subjects like history, geography, right? Then English, okay? Then other like economics, political science, right? Geography, right? These subjects belong to arts category. Commerce category, mainly accountancy, right? Maybe mathematics too, right? And other subjects. But what is the connection of these things with Sean? Okay. How is it connected to Sean, the young student? Or maybe how was this connected with my life, right? Or many people's life. So I'm coming back to it. Hmm. So the question was, right? Uh, what is the connection of these streams with a young individual like Shan, who is a student, right? What what the streams have to do with a student, right? Let's imagine I am sitting in a classroom and I am watching a teacher who is talking about uh, physics. Now, what about physics? He is talking about uh, quantum theory. Okay, so physics, now quantum theory, right? And the teacher there standing, and let's say Shan is the student. Okay, now the question is, if I took that arts stream, or if I am Shan, okay, so I am Shan, right? So I am Shan, and if I have taken the arts stream, then could it be possible for me to listen a quantum theory lecture from a teacher in a classroom, right? So to get to that question, let's see what happened next to Shan, okay? So quantum theory, right? But this quantum theory is somehow connected to physics, right? And physics is part of science, right? And this subject, science subjects were part of science stream, right? Not arts, not commerce. Now, imagine I am another student very similar to Shan, let's say Pran. So, so Shan is science stream one, Pran is arts stream, and let's say Hemant. So these are not real people. I'm taking them as real. I'm imagining them as real, right? I do not know them. So Shan, Pran, and Hemant. Okay. So these are young individuals. And he took that commerce stream. Right. So he took that commerce stream. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that the Shan, who was the student, was hearing some explanations about quantum theory, right? Which was part of physics from a teacher who was called physics teacher. So he is physics teacher, not arts teacher, not history teacher, right? Okay. Okay. Wait, guys. I'm getting confused. Okay. Shan, Pran, Hemant, right? Yes. The stream part, yes. Quantum theory, arts, right? So let's say, wait, hmm. So let's imagine I am Shan, and Shan is sitting in a big classroom. In front of him, there is the physics teacher, and the physics teacher was explaining quantum theory, right? And it was 11 classroom, right? And Shan, the student, was listening about quantum theory. Whatever the lectures were, the main topic was about quantum theory, right? And the main subject was physics, not chemistry, not uh, other subjects, but physics. The subject was physics, not chemistry, not mathematics, or not even English. Now, quantum theory were going on, and Shan was sitting there. Now, let's go back to Pran, okay, who took arts stream. Let me clarify again, okay. Shan took the science stream, this one. Pran took the arts stream, arts, and Hemant took the commerce stream, this one. Now let's go back, let's go to Pran. So let's imagine I am Pran, okay? Now I am Pran, I am sitting in the classroom, right? In front of me there is a teacher and talking about British Empire, right? Revolution or 1857 war or other things. But let me take one. Okay, there are many things, but if I had to choose one, what do I have to choose? Let's say the teacher was explaining a topic related to rise of British Empire, right? Let's take a hypothetical situation which I was taking previously also. But let's continue. So Pran listened the teacher, saw the teacher. The teacher was talking about how did Empire rise, right? That was Pran, right? So that was Pran, right? So that was Pran. Shan was there, right? Pran, Hemant, right? Hemant Commerce, right? So Hemant was there in the classroom. So let's say Hemant was here. So I am Hemant. What am I seeing? I am seeing a teacher exploring or let's say explaining a topic related to uh, accountancy, right? Balance sheet of a company, right? Balance sheets, income expenditure sheets, right? That was going on. So I listened to that teacher's talks. I watched him, and that was Hemant, right? So the thing is, okay, this was there, so I need to rub this. But remember the objectives, right? So the objective of the parent of Shan, right? It is very tough. Um, okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay. So previously, Shan was there in a classroom. Then Pran was also there in the classroom. And then Hemant was also there in the classroom. Now let's take three people, right, who are in completely different classrooms and were listening completely different topics from completely different teachers. Now, how much different were those teachers are from each other? And how was three young students, Shan, Pran, and Hemant, were different to each other? To get to that question, what they were listening, quantum theory, physics. Am I right? Yes. Okay, then Pran, rise of Titan, right? This is part of history. Then accountancy, balance sheet. Okay, part of, let's say, accountancy, right? Accountancy, right? So quantum theory, rise of Britain, balance sheet, right? How much are they different from each other, right? What are the differences? Right. But I believe this is not the question right now. The thing is, the bigger question is education, right? So Shan's education is not so much similar to Pran's education, and Pran's education is not so much similar to Hemant's education, right? What do I mean by that? So I am listening quantum theory, which means I am saying what? The teacher is saying like this. So imagine I am the teacher. Teacher one, right? So teacher one. So guys, do you know atoms? Atoms, okay? Do you know molecules? The students said, no, sir. Majority of the students said, no, sir. Minority of the students rose their hand and explained what atom is. Once, right. So one student said from Shan's class, sir, an atom is the smallest particle of a element, right? And in class 10, we have studied this. So there it was written, an atom is the smallest particle of an element, right? The teacher looked to that student, right? And he said, no, 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 absolutely not. The atom is not the smallest particle. There are protons, neutrons, and electrons. Did you forget? He replied, yes, sir, I remembered, right? Now, the thing is, this where the interactions between teacher and students were going on, right? Now let's go to the another classroom and the classroom of Pran, right? And let's imagine I am a teacher from Pran's class, right? So I am the teacher from Pran's class, right? I repeat, I am the teacher from Pran's class. And I said, today I will talk about the rise of Britain Empire, right? So the British came to India long time ago and they ruled India. So when did the British came? In XX year. Who were the freedom fighters? This people, right? So I'm doing like this. Now I am one of the student of trans classroom, right? So I listened to that and what exactly was going on my mind, right? Was I interested or was I bored? Now my question is, why that student will care about the date of Britain coming to India or the date of British came coming to India soil, right? So why should he care? No, right? Why should he care, right? Why should he care? Now let's get back to the person, the student, right? Let's forget that, right? But the important point from here is that the important point from here is that the teacher was talking about not talking about something which was not related to physics, related to chemistry, related to mathematics, right? These topics were not related to the topics which were written in the syllabus of the science subjects, right? So this is syllabus, and in that syllabus, physics, chemistry, mathematics, right? Syllabus, contents from physics, chemistry, contents, then mathematics, contents, then English, right? No, biology. Let's say biology, contents. Okay, wait. Right, right. Okay, let's not get distracted, right? So, I'm getting thirsty. That is the thing. Too much thirst. No, I am becoming too much thirsty in my view, right? So history, geography, then okay, what English, psychology. So the contents of this subject, the syllabus of this subjects, or the contents of this subject's syllabus is this one. Then the contents of this subject's syllabus is this one. Then English, then psychology. Similarly, syllabus, So mathematics, accountancy, then etc. And the contents, right? Uh, so syllabus of science stream, I wrote it here. Syllabus of commerce stream, I wrote it there, right? Syllabus of, no, syllabus of arts, syllabus of commerce, right? So what this all have to do with uh, quantum theory rise of written balance sheets, right? The question is, the teacher was there and did he or she came up with this idea that he or she is going to explore the topic like quantum theory. So now let's focus on quantum theory, right? So let's imagine I am the physics teacher, right? And quantum theory, right? So did I come with this idea, right? Why was I talking about quantum theory? Why not talk about other topics? Why not talk about accountancy? Why not talk about history? Why not talk about political science? Why not talk about other topics? Why not talk about gender discriminations, right? So, what exactly is influencing me to take the quantum theory topic? I believe the short, simple answer is the syllabus. What is syllabus? Syllabus is a written document, right? Written syllabus is a written document written by other people, right? And the contents mainly could be seen in the syllabus document, right? And from the document, I, the teacher, okay, so I was the teacher, right? So I read that document and I saw what? I saw that quantum theory needs to be taught in the classroom, right? So can I not teach quantum theory? Yes. Will I not teach quantum theory? No, I will teach quantum theory because if I do not teach, then I could get objections from other teachers or from school authorities, right? Is this true? So, now to get to that answer, why to teach quantum theory, right? And in what way to teach quantum theory? Who will decide that, right? So, who is deciding how to teach quantum theory? So, let's focus on physics, right? And I was the teacher. I was talking about quantum theory, quantum theory, and why did I Why did I talk about that topic? So wait, guys. Okay. Let's explore the syllabus. Okay. So ICSC class 11 physics syllabus. Let's see that. Okay. So, uh, wait. ICSC. ISC. So, where is it? Wait, 1 minute. So, right. Okay. Quantum theory is from class 12. I was wrong. Okay. I thought quantum theory was from class 11, but I saw that and found that quantum theory was from class 12. Nevertheless, let's talk about class 12 then. So, so, right. Okay. Right. So, can you watch this? Right. Okay, wait. Right. So, what can I see? ISC Class 12 Physics 861 bifurcated syllabus 2021 to 22 as per the reduced syllabus for ISC Class 12 year 2022 examination. Semester 1, Semester 2. Electrostatics, current, electricity, magnetic effects of current and magnetism. Electromagnetic induction and alternating currents, electromagnetic waves, optics, dual nature of radiation and matter, atoms and nuclei, electronic devices, right? So the point is, I I am not fully sure, but electrostatics is also part of quantum theory, right? And dual nature of radiation and matter, atoms and nuclei. These are part of quantum theory, right? These are the main 2 points, 7 and 8. These two are part of quantum theory, right? So dual nature of radiation and matter, atoms and nuclei, right? So, right. So, right. So, what did we saw that uh, dual nature of radiation, right? Basically quantum theory, right? And this were part of what? This was syllabus, a syllabus document, right? A syllabus. And imagine I am a teacher of class 12 and I read that syllabus and I was told by other seniors to take lectures related to this topics in a certain way. I changed several things, but did I change completely? If I have changed the syllabus completely, then why exactly was I talking about? Why was I talking about quantum theory, not Britain, not other empires, right? Not about historical topics. Or why was I not taking history syllabus into physics? Why was I not taking geography syllabus into physics? And why was I not taking other subjects syllabus into physics? What was stopping me from doing that? Did I never get this idea that I could mix up things and can play with these things? Or I got that idea, but I got afraid that what if I shared this idea and what if someone objects? What will happen to my job if I get out from this position? What will I eat? Where will I get job? Where will I get this teaching position? So fear can play a very big role in stopping me from talking about different topics other than quantum theory. Can it happen to the other parts? Okay. Hmm. Right. So I showed, what did I do? I showed the syllabus of physics subject to understand the physics teacher's way of teaching. So what if I understand the syllabus of history or geography? So let's say I need to understand the history syllabus, right? So okay, history syllabus, right? So I need to understand the history syllabus, right? And so history subject from arts stream teacher, right? And rise of British Empire. Who decided that the teacher should talk about rise of Britain, not rise of China, or not rise of American Empire, or not decline of uh, India, right? So who decided that? Was that teacher? Now imagine I am a history teacher. Arey, what happening? Okay, some cats are fighting outside. Okay, so let's imagine I am the teacher, I'm the history teacher, right? So the history teacher, and I need to talk about the rise of British Empire, right? So, was that in the syllabus, right? What if that was? Now, I was reading the syllabus, and the first point came rise of British Empire. Similar to the physics teacher, right? I need to talk about that particular topic and not topics like rise of American Empire or again 1857 revolution, 1857 war, right? Which happened. So, what if I needed to talk about other topics to build a connection, which stop. Okay, guys, wait a minute. The cats are fighting. Right. Hello. Okay. The cats were fighting, and right. Okay. New problems. Okay. Am I audible? Yes, I might be audible. So let's go with this. I can see things are working. Right. So, right. So, uh, imagine I got an idea that I will today talk about American Empire. But according to the lecture strategies made by the school authorities or other authorities, I am unable to talk about different empires, different topics, different past events, right? Which somehow suppressing my ideas, right? So the question is, will I be satisfied? I believe the answer is no, I will not be satisfied. Nevertheless, I have to continue to take the lecture, right? And I know that it is not the best way to take a lecture. Still, I am going with the followed strategy. Still, I am going with the strategy. So, why am I not fighting back? What is making me to, what is stopping me from doing my own things? Imagine another history teacher who is very popular somehow talks about the topics which were written in the syllabus. Now, if I do something different, will I get more objections? Will I make more enemies? Or someone will respect me? So it is a very complicated thing going on, and that is what it is. But similar things could happen to the accountancy one. So now let's see. Okay. So the accountancy, the physics, the history, right? And the students are listening very different topics. One is listening quantum theory, one is listening the rise of British Empire, one is listening those things. Now let's not go deeper into that. But the important thing was why to take science stream, or why to not take arts stream, why to not take commerce stream. The thing is, my view is this, okay, that is my theory. Let's try to explore the mind, okay. Do not ask challenging questions, do not ask challenging questions, do not give challenging opinions, do not challenge the syllabus, do not challenge the teacher, right? Do not challenge anyone, just obey. Okay? Whatever you are being taught, just listen, just watch. Do not give out anything from your own. Do not build anything on your own. Do not create anything on your own. Just obey what the teacher wants you to do, wants you to listen, and wants you to think. I'm not saying every teacher thinks like this, right? But what is a teacher, right? A teacher needs to control the class. Why he needs to control the class? He needs to control the class so that other people do not start their own things. For example, imagine I am the physics teacher and suddenly Shan started to ask very challenging questions. What if I am unable to give those answers of those challenging questions? Right? Will my what will other students think? They will find that I am incompatible or incompetent to answer this hard and challenging questions? What if other teacher finds out? Will it not affect my salary? No, will it not affect my salary? Let's say, let's imagine I did something and I got kicked out from a school. What will happen to my future? What will happen to my life? Do you think a student only fears about his or her future? A teacher also fears about his or her future. And a teacher has some restrictions. And many teacher follows those restrictions without any question, without challenging those norms, those rules, right? Because those teacher want stability. They want they want salary. They are coming to classes. They will go to their home. They will live there peacefully, right? That could be the mentality of the teacher. And not only one teacher, but many teachers in a school. The authorities' mentality could be that. And not only the authorities, many students, right, think that you do not need to challenge the teacher. Just follow the teacher and get what? Just like a teacher needs salary, just like the teacher needs good comments from other teachers, right? A student needs good marks from the teachers. So, a student needs good marks from the teacher, right? So let's go back a little bit. Okay. So many questions are unanswered. I know, but I did my best. I have to go with the initial question. Why to get good marks? Previously, I said, I wrote, a student needs good marks from the teacher. Why to get good marks? What is the necessity to get good marks from the teacher? One possible answer is I let's imagine I am a student, right? And after getting good marks, I will easily I can easily go to some engineering colleges or medical colleges, right? And that will help me to get into college and not stay in house or not get kicked out from the house by my own parents, right? So the fear is there, and My thinking is, what do I need to do? I need to get the good marks. How to get the good marks? Follow the teacher, obey the teacher, do everything the teacher tells you to do, write everything in your power in the question paper, and somehow get the marks and just live it everything else. Forget everything what happened to you because you got the marks. Now you are in college, and what about the failures, or what about the pain? Forget that. There is a happy moment going on. I am in college, and forget the pain. Focus on the happy moment. I am in college, right? So I am saying this is my theory, okay? I am saying this could be a mentality of a student, and maybe that was the mentality of mine, to play safe, right? Now, now the initial question was, now let's ask this question, right? Why did I and many people pick science stream in 11 and 12 class, but not commerce or art stream in class 11 and 12, right? I mentioned many things, right? What if quantum theory is a superior topic? And what if rise of Britain is an inferior topic? You should not think about that. It is an inferior topic. It is an inferior education, right? Superior education is to talk about quantum theory, to talk about periodic table, to talk about calculus, integration, right? To talk about Isaac Albert Einstein's E is equal to mc squares equation, right? You should talk about that, which means that will show that you are superior. And if you talk about the rise of Britain or other things or other wars, right, then you are inferior. Because in corporation, what you need to do, you need to you need to build technologies, IT companies, artificial intelligence AI companies, right? They need engineers, right? They need doctors. They do not need people talking about rise of British Empire, right? They do not need those people, right? So engineer, practical science, not theoretical science. One thing. Next, Uh, do not deeply explore. Explore to the surface level. Right. See, guys, I am not blaming any teacher or any authorities. I am trying to understand the whole problem. Okay. And one thing come, I always try to look at from control and influence angle. Okay. And if you have knowledge about science, then are you superior than a person who have knowledge about arts? Right? Are you superior? Do you not need knowledge both from arts, also from science? Or do you need not any knowledge? Which means you do not need knowledge. You need degree, you need marks. Forget the knowledge. Forget the deep understanding or surface level understanding part. Focus on the marks. How you get that, that is not anybody's problem. The problem is if you do not get it, then that is problematic. Then you will not get college, then you cannot go to college, then you cannot get a job, then you will die. So that is the mentality of many parents, many students, even many teachers in this country. And I hope it can change. But what how to change, right? That I want you guys to think about. Comment down below what are the possible solutions, right? What could be the possible solutions? And comment down and I will read it later and maybe I will put this comments in my next live stream. Thanks for watching and also comment down that what next topic you want me to explore. So that is it for today. Thanks guys.